Based on robust scientific evidence and the specific vulnerabilities of aging, these oils deserve the most caution. Prohibited 1. Partially hydrogenated oils, artificial trans fats, the absolute worst. Sources: hard stick margarine, vegetable shortening, deep-fried foods, especially from fast food chains and restaurants using reused oil, commercially baked goods, donuts, pastries, cakes, pies, cookies, crackers, frozen pizza, non-dairy coffee creamers, some microwave popcorns, and many highly processed snack foods. Check ingredient lists meticulously for partially hydrogenated oil. Why they are so dangerous for seniors. Cholesterol catastrophe. Trans fats are uniquely damaging because they simultaneously raise LDL, bad, cholesterol and lower HDL, good, cholesterol. This double whammy drastically accelerates atherosclerosis, plaque buildup in arteries, significantly increasing the risk of heart attack, stroke, and vascular dementia, major threats to senior health and independence. Systemic inflammation. Trans fats are potent triggers of inflammation throughout the body. This fuels joint pain, arthritis, worsens insulin resistance, diabetes risk, contributes to muscle loss, sarcopenia, and can even impair cognitive function. Endothelial dysfunction. They damage the delicate lining of blood vessels, endothelium, reducing their ability to dilate properly and increasing blood pressure and clot formation risk. Oxidative stress. Trans fats promote the creation of harmful free radicals, causing cellular damage that accelerates aging and disease processes. Cognitive decline. Strong epidemiological links exist between high trans fat intake and an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease and other dementias. The inflammatory and vascular damage they cause directly impacts brain health. Cardiovascular vulnerability. Arteries naturally stiffen with age, arteriosclerosis, and plaque buildup, atherosclerosis, becomes more common. Unhealthy fats significantly worsen this process, increasing the risks of heart attack, stroke, and peripheral artery disease, already leading causes of death and disability in seniors. Inflammation amplification. Aging is associated with a state of low-grade chronic inflammation, inflammaging. Many unhealthy oils are potent drivers of inflammation, exacerbating conditions like arthritis, diabetes, cognitive decline, and even weakening the immune system. Metabolic shifts. Insulin sensitivity often decreases with age. Certain fats can worsen insulin resistance, making blood sugar control harder and increasing diabetes risk. Cognitive concerns. The brain is nearly 60% fat. The type of fat you consume directly impacts brain cell membrane health, nerve signaling, and inflammation levels in the brain, influencing memory, focus, and the risk of dementia. Digestive efficiency. Fat digestion and absorption can become less efficient. Consuming poor-quality fats places an unnecessary burden on the digestive system and reduces the absorption of vital fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, K. Cumulative damage. Decades of dietary choices have an impact. Continuing to consume harmful oils in your senior years adds to a lifetime burden of oxidative stress and inflammation. The top most unhealthy oils for seniors over 60 and why they're harmful. Based on robust scientific evidence and the specific vulnerabilities of aging, these oils deserve the most caution. Prohibited 1. Partially hydrogenated oils, artificial trans fats, the absolute worst. Sources: hard stick margarine, vegetable shortening, deep-fried foods, especially from fast food chains and restaurants using reused oil, commercially baked goods, donuts, pastries, cakes, pies, cookies, crackers, frozen pizza, non-dairy coffee creamers, some microwave popcorns, and many highly processed snack foods. Check ingredient lists meticulously for partially hydrogenated oil. Why they are so dangerous for seniors. Cholesterol catastrophe. Trans fats are uniquely damaging because they simultaneously raise LDL, bad, cholesterol and lower HDL, good, cholesterol. This double whammy drastically accelerates atherosclerosis, plaque buildup in arteries, significantly increasing the risk of heart attack, stroke, and vascular dementia, major threats to senior health and independence. Systemic inflammation. Trans fats are potent triggers of inflammation throughout the body. This fuels joint pain, arthritis, worsens insulin resistance, diabetes risk, contributes to muscle loss, sarcopenia, and can even impair cognitive function. Endothelial dysfunction. They damage the delicate lining of blood vessels, endothelium, reducing their ability to dilate properly and increasing blood pressure and clot formation risk. Oxidative stress. Trans fats promote the creation of harmful free radicals, causing cellular damage that accelerates aging and disease processes. Cognitive decline. Strong epidemiological links exist between high trans fat intake and an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease and other dementias. The inflammatory and vascular damage they cause directly impacts brain health. No safe level. The World Health Organization, WHO, and numerous health agencies globally advocate for the complete elimination of artificial trans fats from the food supply. Even small amounts are harmful. Seniors, with their increased vulnerability, should be especially vigilant. The bottom line: eliminate artificial trans fats completely. Read every ingredient label. Avoid foods containing partially hydrogenated oil like the plague. This is the single most important dietary fat change you can make for your health after 60. Fire 2. Highly refined high omega-6 vegetable oils, the stealthy inflammatory drivers. Sources: corn oil, soybean oil, regular sunflower oil, not high oleic, cottonseed oil, grapeseed oil, safflower oil, not high oleic, generic vegetable oil blends. Ubiquitous in processed foods, restaurant frying, especially deep frying, margarines, even some soft tubs, salad dressings, mayonnaise, and cheap cooking oils. Why they are dangerous for seniors. Omega-6 overload. These oils are extremely rich in omega-6 polyunsaturated fatty acids, linoleic acid. While omega-6 fats are essential, we need some. The modern Western diet is grossly overloaded with them, often at ratios of 15:1 or even 20:1, omega-6 to omega-3, versus an ideal ratio closer to 4:1 or even 2:1. Chronic, excessive omega-6 intake promotes systemic inflammation. Inflammaging fuel. This constant inflammatory drip directly fuels inflammaging, worsening arthritis pain, contributing to insulin resistance and metabolic syndrome, promoting atherosclerosis, and potentially accelerating cognitive decline and certain cancers. Seniors are already more prone to inflammation. These oils pour gasoline on the fire. Oxidation risk. Rancidity polyunsaturated fats, PUFAs, especially omega-6, are highly susceptible to oxidation, going rancid, when exposed to heat, light, and air, which happens during industrial processing, high-heat cooking, frying, and even storage. Consuming oxidized oils introduces harmful free radicals and oxidized compounds into your body. This causes cellular damage, contributes to inflammation, and damages blood vessels and LDL cholesterol particles, making them more likely to form plaque. Seniors have less robust antioxidant defenses, making them more vulnerable to this damage. Imbalanced fatty acid profile. This severe imbalance disrupts the body's complex signaling systems involving eicosanoids, hormone-like substances derived from fats, pushing the body towards pro-inflammatory states. Often GMO and processed with solvents, most conventional corn and soybean oil comes from genetically modified crops heavily treated with pesticides. The oils are extracted using high heat and chemical solvents like hexane, further degrading their quality and raising potential concerns about residues. Though regulated, the processing itself damages the oil. The bottom line: dramatically reduce intake. Avoid using these oils for home cooking, especially high-heat methods. Scrutinize processed food labels and restaurant meals. Ask about frying oils. They are not as acutely toxic as trans fats, but their chronic, pervasive contribution to inflammation and oxidative stress makes them highly detrimental to long-term senior health. Warning 3. Palm oil, especially refined, fractionated, or hydrogenated, the saturated fat and contaminant concern. Sources: processed foods, cookies, crackers, chocolate spreads, instant noodles, packaged bread, fried snack foods, some non-dairy creamers and ice creams, some peanut butters. Often listed simply as palm oil, palm kernel oil, or vegetable oil. Why it's concerning for seniors. High saturated fat content. Palm oil is about 50% saturated fat, palm kernel oil is over 80%. While not as damaging as trans fats, high saturated fat intake consistently raises LDL cholesterol levels. For seniors managing cholesterol or with existing heart disease, this is a significant concern. Contaminants from processing. When palm oil is refined at high temperatures, a common process, it can generate contaminants called glycidyl fatty acid esters, GES, 3-monochloropropane 1,2-diol, 3-MCPD, and 2-monochloropropane 1,3-diol, 2-MCPD. The European Food Safety Authority, EFSA, considers these contaminants potential health risks. GES break down into glycidol, classified as a genotoxic carcinogen, can damage DNA and cause cancer. 3-MCPD and 2-MCPD. Animal studies link chronic exposure to kidney damage, testicular tumors, and potential impacts on fertility. While human risk is still being quantified, seniors with reduced kidney function are a vulnerable group. Inflammation potential. Some studies suggest certain components in processed palm oil may contribute to inflammation, though more research is needed specifically in seniors. Environmental impact. Ethical consideration. Palm oil production is a major driver of deforestation, habitat loss for endangered species, like orangutans, and human rights abuses. For health-conscious and ethically minded seniors, this is an important factor. The bottom line: minimize intake, especially from processed foods. While less overtly harmful than trans fats or high omega-6 oils in terms of immediate inflammation, the saturated fat content and potential carcinogenic contaminant risk make it an oil to avoid. particularly for seniors prioritizing long-term health. Opt for whole, unprocessed foods as much as possible. Lotion Bottle 4. Cottonseed oil, the pesticide and saturation double whammy. Sources: cheap processed snacks, chips, crackers, fried foods, especially commercial frying blends, some margarines and shortenings, low-cost mayonnaise and salad dressings. Why it's problematic for seniors. High in both saturated fat and omega-6, cottonseed oil is roughly 26% saturated fat and very high in omega-6 linoleic acid. It combines the LDL-raising potential of saturates with the pro-inflammatory and oxidation risks of omega-6 PUFAs. Pesticide residue concerns: cotton is not classified as a food crop. Consequently, it is often heavily treated with pesticides not approved for use on food crops, like potent insecticides. While oil refining reduces residues, trace amounts can potentially remain, raising concerns about long-term low-level exposure. Seniors with compromised detoxification pathways may be more susceptible. Processing and oxidation: like other refined vegetable oils, it undergoes harsh processing, bleaching, deodorizing, making it prone to oxidation and rancidity, contributing to free radical damage. The bottom line: avoid. It offers no nutritional advantages and combines several risk factors: saturated fat, omega-6, pesticide concerns, processing. Easily replaced by healthier options. Coconut 5. Coconut oil, used excessively, the health halo trap. Sources: solid at room temperature, used in cooking, baking, coffee bulletproofing, and some processed health snacks. The controversy and why excessive use is risky for seniors. Why oil choices matter profoundly after 60. Extremely high saturated fat, 82 to 90%. This is higher than butter or lard. The primary saturated fat is lauric acid, which does raise HDL more than some other saturates, but it also significantly raises LDL cholesterol. Numerous studies, including robust meta-analyses, confirm this LDL-raising effect. For seniors, especially those with high cholesterol, heart disease, or diabetes, significantly increasing LDL is a major concern. Limited evidence for benefits. Proponents claim benefits like weight loss or brain health via ketones. However, high-quality evidence supporting significant health benefits specific to seniors is lacking. The MCTs, medium-chain triglycerides, in coconut oil are metabolized differently, but most commercial coconut oil is only about 13 to 15% true MCTs like caprylic and capric acid, the ones with potential quick energy benefits. Lauric acid, about 50%, acts more like a long-chain fat in the body. Potential for weight gain: like any fat, it's very calorie-dense, 120 calories per tablespoon. Uncontrolled use can easily lead to excess calorie intake and weight gain, a significant risk factor for numerous age-related diseases. Replacing truly healthy fats: using large amounts of coconut oil often means displacing genuinely beneficial fats like those found in olive oil, avocados, nuts, and seeds, which have proven anti-inflammatory and cardiovascular benefits. The bottom line: use sparingly, if at all. It is not a health food or a suitable primary cooking oil for seniors, particularly those concerned about heart health. If you choose to use it, do so in very small amounts, e.g., a teaspoon in coffee, occasional substitution in baking, and prioritize unsaturated fats for the vast majority of your fat intake. Do not believe marketing hype over scientific consensus. Beyond the bottle, hidden sources and cooking dangers. Restaurant and takeout food. This is a major source of unhealthy oils. Restaurants frequently use cheap, highly refined oils, soybean, corn, cottonseed blends, for frying, sautéing, and in dressings/sauces. They often reuse frying oil multiple times, increasing oxidation and harmful compounds. Ask about cooking oils when possible, choose grilled or steamed options, and limit fried foods. Processed and packaged foods, crackers, chips, cookies, pastries, frozen meals, microwave popcorn, margarines, creamy salad dressings, non-dairy creamers. These are often loaded with refined high omega-6 oils, palm oil, or even lingering trans fats. Become an avid label reader. High-heat cooking. Even healthier oils like extra virgin olive oil can be damaged if overheated beyond its smoke point, creating harmful compounds and free radicals. Never reuse cooking oil. Avoid deep frying at home. Empowering choices, the Senior Healthy Oil Pantry. The good news is that delicious, healthy alternatives support your well-being. Extra virgin olive oil, EVOO, the gold standard. Why? Rich in heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, oleic acid, and packed with potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant polyphenol. Benefits: proven to lower LDL, raise HDL, or keep it stable, reduce blood pressure, improve blood vessel function, fight inflammation, and protect against cognitive decline. Strongly linked to Mediterranean diet longevity. Use daily. Salads, drizzling, low to medium heat cooking, dips, marinades. Choose authentic, cold-pressed, stored in dark glass. Avocado oil. Why? High in monounsaturated fats, similar to EVOO. Neutral flavor. Very high smoke point. Benefits: supports healthy cholesterol, rich in antioxidants, like lutein for eye health, reduces inflammation. Use: ideal for higher heat cooking, sautéing, roasting, stir-frying, grilling, dressings. Walnut oil and flaxseed oil, unheated. Why? Excellent plant-based sources of anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids, ALA. Benefits: helps balance the omega-6, omega-3 ratio, supports brain health, reduces inflammation. Flaxseed oil is particularly rich. Use: only cold use. Drizzle on salads, veggies, oatmeal, or add to smoothies. Never heat. High oleic sunflower or safflower oil. Why? Specially bred varieties high in stable monounsaturated fats, oleic acid, and low in unstable omega-6 PFAS. Benefits: neutral flavor, high smoke point, much less inflammatory than regular versions. Use: good option for high heat cooking when a neutral oil is needed. Foods rich in healthy fats: avocados, nuts, walnuts, almonds, seeds, chia, flax, pumpkin, and fatty fish, saldam, mackerel, sardines rich in EPA/DHA omega-3s, are vital components of an oil-healthy diet. Key takeaways for vibrant health after 60. Trans fats are public enemy number 1. Eliminate them completely. Read every ingredient label. Refined high omega-6 oils, dramatically reduce corn, soybean, sunflower, regular, cottonseed, and grapeseed oils. Avoid processed foods laden with them. Be wary of palm and coconut oil. Minimize palm oil due to saturates and contaminants. Use coconut oil very sparingly, if at all. It's not a heart-healthy staple. Beware the hidden sources. Restaurant meals and processed foods are major culprits. Cook more at home using healthy oils. Embrace EVOO and avocado oil. Make these your primary fats for their proven anti-inflammatory, heart protective, and brain-boosting benefits. Balance omegas. Include sources of omega-3s, walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds, fatty fish, to counterbalance any remaining omega-6 intake. Protect oils from damage. Store oils in cool, dark places. Don't overheat them. No smoke points. Never reuse cooking oil. Conclusion: nourishing longevity. Choosing the right fats after 60 isn't about deprivation. It's about making powerful, informed choices that actively protect your heart, brain, joints, and overall vitality. By understanding the specific dangers of trans fats, refined high omega-6 oils, excessive palm and coconut oil, and cottonseed oil, you can consciously avoid these silent saboteurs of healthy aging. Replacing them generously with extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, and omega-3 rich foods provides your body with the building blocks it needs for resilience, reduced inflammation, and sustained energy. It's one of the most impactful dietary steps you can take to nurture your health, preserve your independence, and truly thrive in your senior years. Always consult your doctor or a registered dietitian for personalized advice, especially if managing specific health conditions. You deserve to age with strength and vitality. Your oil choices are a foundational part of that journey. Hope you share the video if you find it helpful. Please subscribe for more healthy tips. Thank you.